Hello Gemini, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a reading that's going to look at your past, your present, and your near future. I'll look at your energy, your person's energy, and the energies coming towards you and what's going on with you and somebody else. I can't do it, Gemini. I gotta post up those other videos. You guys, I try to pretend like we just didn't go through that whole mess of an ordeal trying to get to this reading. I promise you guys, I'm not drinking, I'm not drunk, and I'm not doing drugs. It probably does sound like that, but no. It is that crazy here, and I was trying to just be like, all seriousness, they never saw it. I haven't posted up. It wasn't live, so let's just jump into the reading, and I'm going to keep the cards. We didn't touch it. We didn't change anything. Look, at the bottom of the deck, we still have these two people, but I was just going to come back, reorganize myself, kind of get myself put back together, and do the reading professionally, but I couldn't. I'm too much of a goofball. I'm too honest to just start off that way. I got to tell you guys what I saw. I'm going to have to post it. I'm sorry guys to put you guys through that torture of a hell of an intro, but trust me, this caught me from the left field just as much as it probably bothered you. But with all nonsense aside, I'm going to start the reading now. Gemini, in your recent or distant past, the energies that I was picking on, that I was so just confounded by, was just that so much, it wasn't that there's so much was going on in your life, that's why I was so wow, but it was just that it was a confirmation of a twin flame that came into your life when you were going through all of that nonsense. This could be true for you. This is definitely not for all. Twin flame situations is very rare. But I was picking up a particular person here who's a female of 2 children. That was really weird too. But I knew how that was just going to narrow. So we're just going to say it's not a female with 2 children and doesn't have to be a female. I'm just going to tell you guys that if you are a female with 2 children, make sure you listen, okay? If you are a female, you went through a life-altering change, a huge, deep spiritual transformation. You went through a dark night of the soul kind of shit. I'm not going to say dark night of the soul is not fun, so I will throw in the word shit. I will be penalized with how much cussing I do on the channel, but dark night of the soul is okay, and it's not fun. It's a huge grieving process. It's like you are not dying, but you feel like you're spiritually dying. Can you just imagine that for a second? That's what it feels like. You're alive and well, but you don't want to be here. You don't feel a reason to be here. There's so many things going on wrong with you, but you still have the will to live. You still feel this fire, lit in like under your ass, and you're like, I can't stop here. I'm not gonna let this stop me now. I've been through hell and back, and you're like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It showed your bravery, but at that point, your most vulnerable point, when anyone's going through that, my heart goes out to you because I went through it myself. I know what it's like. You are something that no one's ever seen. I don't know if you were even reasonable sometimes. I don't know if you started cutting people out, people, places, and things. That's a huge, when you're going through a whole deep, emotional, traumatical, I'm making up my own words now. Traumatic lifestyle changes, you become so almost like bipolar, like you don't even know who you are anymore. Is that the right term? I don't know, I'm not a psychologist. But you feel like you were living almost under 2 minds, 2 shadows, The old of you is fading away, the new of you is emerging, but you're still under one body, one soul, but your whole life is like, what the fuck is going on with me? you know? And you have these two powerful cards here of healing, death, transformation, and rebuild. Okay, so let me clip on the mic. So we have healing begins and heal. Like one wasn't enough. We got to heal, then we got healing begins. All at the same time. We're hurt, but we're also healing at the same time. It's like you were going through something so fast, so soon, your mind can't even comprehend. But at the same time, you were also so focused on the 3D. So it's like, if I can tell you what that was like, it's like you just went through a divorce. You were with somebody for, just imagine, I'm now just thinking, just arbitrarily, just coming out at the top of my mind. Just imagine if you were somebody who you have been with since you were 15, 16 years old. You fell in love with this man, this woman of your dreams. You built an empire with this person. And along the way, you two had children. 2 of them, let's just say. Maybe 3. Some of you may have 1. Maybe some of you guys none. Maybe you had a dog. Lots of them. You know, the white picket fence, the whole life, the whole shebang. You met their family. They know yours. The whole family was getting together. All the time for decades. Now, all of a sudden, he cheated on you. She cheated on you. All of a sudden, you are somebody with a driven life path. You were somebody who wanted to make something of yourself eventually, one day of doing something. You were so passionate about one particular thing. You were able to do it. You also sometimes put in the back seat. But this one critical moment, he cheated. She cheated. Or you found out that something changed. Let's just say anything changed. With the rebuild card, anything, right? It toppled beneath you. It crushed you. Ached you, broke you to your core. But then this all again, it could have been you. It could have been anybody. But I want you to feel the weight of what I'm feeling here, so you guys kind of get why I was feeling so like, okay, gotta really compose myself for the reading, so you guys get the intensity of the message I'm receiving. Now, this person going through all of this, let's just say they get met with a medical condition. At the same time, they're diagnosed with cancer. At the same time, they meet a twin flame. At the same time, they start a business, but then their partner screwed them over. At the same time, a family member died. The one that took them in when they found out that their partner was cheating. So can you imagine all these things just whirlwind after the other? Some would say bad luck, but can you imagine how much healing this person would need to go through? I mean, you guys can fit whatever it is you went through. It doesn't maybe have to be that intense. It doesn't have to be that dramatic like I'm trying to make it seem. But with the healing, and healing begins, and there was simply love. There was love in all corners of this person's life. Even the person who cheated on this person, even the person who bailed out, screwed this person out of their money, even the person who they met, even everything, they still found love in every corners of the room. Okay, but can you imagine that spiritual, they felt like a spiritual punching bag, right? Because then that's life. We say that's life. Okay, but it all happened in one row. That's why I was like, whoa, damn. Okay. And then the fact that the twin flame card came, I can imagine this person feeling at their rock bottom. Like they, fuck everyone. I'm doing me. I'm going to heal. I'm going to take myself out of the equation. I don't need to do what the medical system wants me to do. I don't need to take their drugs. I don't need to do this. I don't need to, I don't need to declare bankruptcy. I don't need to sell my business. I don't need to sell my house. I'm going to create a new business. Whatever scenario that this person was in, it was a life-threatening change, lifestyle change. I don't know. I'm being really dramatic today, but you guys get the energies here of trauma, tower, healing begins, and rebuild. Right. And then Six of Cups, someone comes from your past. This is when a lot of times people meet twin flames. Six of Cups is this card. It's so weird. And then a miracle, a glimpse of light shines. The only light that shines in that dark room. And it was so weird. And then do you say, like, that's so weird how this person is the only person that could have saved this person from going way deep down under was the person you met, who you've also may have known from a past life, previous life, dated. For some reason, there was a strange feeling of familiarity. That is what Six of Cups is. Feeling of, I know you from somewhere, or there's something more here. But this is the only person the universe could have brought into that time of that person's life to give them even a glimpse of hope. But then what happened to these two people, which seemingly was just like a friend that was called in? They were so magnetically drawn to each other. It's like I'm almost trying to explain what a twin flame situation is. But I'm seeing it, feeling it, sensing it very deeply here. But can you imagine the garbage that this person may have unloaded on that twin? Because they were not spiritually right when they met. And neither was the other one. The other one may have been the best person, but then at the same time they were triggering the other person because they have also, this is why they connected and really so hard and so close, so passionate, so deep, so intense, was because they both triggered each other to grow. That's what a twin flame is. You trigger the F out of each other. You like each other so passionately, so intensely, that you two, there's nobody else that could have done the healing work that the other person could have, anyone else could have given. It had to have been this person. So do you imagine the specialness of this? It is pretty special, right? Because if it was anybody else, this person probably would have offed themselves. You don't know what they would have done. You don't know if don't think that they didn't try. We'll clarify. You know what I mean. I'm gonna move on. In the present moment here, Gemini, I'm getting that you're getting a lot of downloads. You're seeing a lot of synchronicities, signs, numbers, crazy things. Things that, ever since when you become in touch or in alignment with the twin, you make contact with them in some shape or form, reconnected with them in some way. You could have known each other from a long time ago and everything kind of just came together naturally, but then something happened, something fell apart. You two, ever since you guys been distant, you've been picking up the other person's energy. What this means is you've never been enlightened before. You were always business focused. You were always very logical. You were never intuitive. Hell, you never even knew anything about tarot. You may have been spiritual, but you never was drawn to look up, let's just say, twin flame. Okay. And so you started to dig into it and you started to wonder, what the hell was that? Why do I feel so depressed and want this person's energy so bad? Back in my life, I've made some mistakes. There's some things I wish I didn't say. There's some things I wish I did say. There's some things I wish I took back. I wish we met at a more precise and accurate moment, better timing than where I was then. Right? Okay, so that's some of you. Again, this could be how they felt towards you, why you guys didn't work out. Observe card coming out in the way it did was now, ever since your disconnect, you've noticed a lot of signs, synchronicities, weird things happening. It was almost like as if you've never really known anything at all. You've never really been enlightened in such a weird, bizarre way. To have anybody tell you anything else, you'd be like, yeah, I know I'm not crazy, I'm not delusional, but sometimes, yes, I think I am because this is really weird. So you need that time to think. You need to go in hermit mode. But the things that you're seeing right now is like, okay, things that you cannot miss. I'm not saying like, but you're so sensitive, energy sensitive. You go outside, there's two of something that you see right away. 2 birds, 2 butterflies, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All of a sudden, 11, 11. The names on their driver's license, the name, the car, the sound, a lightning, a thunder. It never snows, it does. And it brings back all these memories. And then you're like, what does it mean? That's that present moment energy that I'm getting. You're getting a huge overwhelm of energy and spiritual download and a lot of awareness to it. I will clarify what they're trying to say, but here has something to do with your Emperor. We have the Emperor card, the number 4 major arcana, and here we have also choose your battles. Right now, you are feeling like you need to confront or deal with a lot of opposing matters at this time. You maybe have something with your ex, you maybe have something in your present moment, you have something else that you're dealing with, maybe an employer, a family. These 3 things can be whatever things going on. They are still these. Remember, they happened. We still have to face them in the present moment. Now you're looking at them, right? But you've been enlightened. Now you're trying to choose your battle. Which one do you want to tackle first? Because now you're looking at them. You're not running from them. I mean, you were never running from them in the beginning. You had to heal because all of it came at you, but then now you're like consolidating them, putting them in order and trying to figure out what you need to handle first, what you need to do first. But amongst all of them, you got to put yourself above all. But then when you can, you're like, all right, who do I deal with first? All right, now we got that going. We have coming up, you are leaving one of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them. And so is the other one. Because the other one's feeling sadness and isolation. It's almost like you guys are mirroring your energies back and forth. There's success and growth more than you can ever think of, Gemini. Whatever it is that what you guys were dealing with before, whatever it was that you were struggling with leaving, perhaps you were having met with like choosing between a rock and a hard place. Was it your children or your dreams and your passion, your goals? You were offered dream of a lifetime, and then all of a sudden your children are still adolescents. They're not adult children yet. But this offer of a lifetime just came in. That's the 2 of Pentacles. That's that heavy way of thinking. What do you choose? Okay, so you're married. You have a husband. You have a wife. And you were married to this person for 10, 12, 20, 15, 5, 2, 5, whatever years. You meet a twin flame. What do you do then? Okay, so you are someone who has never been pregnant before. You've been trying with your husband forever, and then you have a lover. You get pregnant with them. You've always wanted a child. What do you do? What do you do? I can throw a million of these scenarios. Can you imagine the gravity of it is very difficult. So choose your battles. What you want to tackle first is the Gemini that I'm feeling right now. They're in the point where they have to try to pick a hard egg with a hard egg. I mean, but there's also something here that I'm sensing here. What if it's like your ex-husband or wife now ends up being and marrying your best friend, someone you've always known since childhood. Now they're showing off your home that you used to live in, that the one that you used to have. Could have been with or had that you win. That's when you met your twin flame. And there's all these kind of weird feelings. There's all these kind of residual feelings that you have, right? There's there's sadness, but there's also I don't give a fuck. But there's also that one very particular person who this whole thing started, right? That 6 of Cups person, right? That is the funny thing when I told you, Gemini, your reading ended with coming together. Coming together with this person is your twin flame. You've known it from the very beginning, and there's a new opportunity that beckons. You guys are now going to be on the giving and receiving end of it. And yes, it is your person. This is your person. You guys will now remain and have balance when it was completely thrown off. Now you guys are in sync. I don't know how long it's been. Your heart chakras are both. See, this message here is let it flow. I took it as a personal message also for me. I was trying to I was just so stunned by your reading, guys. I was so stunned because you see how intense this reading was. There is somebody here. I don't know who this reading is meant for. Hopefully this reading makes more sense to you guys. I really hope it was worth me saying all of this. I know how self-conscious I am about putting it up, honestly. But I really hope. Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Empress. I'm telling you guys, there's a choice here right now between a very heavy, difficult decision. There's also one that someone, it can be you. You could be that twin, soulmate to someone else. But you're stuck in a situation here, in a toxic situation where there's no love, no passion. You met somebody who your passion ignites. Your heart is on fire. You feel like you belong with. Could be to your cross watcher too. But there's this feeling of, I need to try to control myself and stay in this toxic situation. In that previous reading that I did, it came out with the Five of Swords and the Devil. Now I'm getting Four of Swords with Strength. It's very back to back the same. Okay. I'm telling you guys. The Emperor and the Empress. I just had to see so I don't like scare myself right now. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me see what Spirit. If I have a Swords and the Devil, I hope they don't come out again, because that was very clear to me in that reading. Was like, you have no idea, Gemini, the blessings you're about to receive. If you feel like you're stuck in a situation right now and you can't leave it, even though it's toxic, even though you're unhappy, even though it's not doing you any good emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, but you're doing it just because you feel stuck mentally in a narcissistic relationship, or because of religion, because of culture, because of he say, she say, or because of guilt. You have no idea. Didn't I say the Emperor and the Empress? I just saw the Empress with the Fool. Is trying to guide you guys to this place right now. You see that dog barking at this person. It's like, come with me. What are you doing? Stop. Don't pick up those roses right now. We don't have time for that. You gotta get going, Gemini. There's something here. It's like divine marking. I just saw 2222 when I said that. Okay, let's get this going. Yes. Okay. Gemini, we have the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. If you take this offer that the universe is trying to bring into you. Okay. There's something coming in. This is a lover situation. You guys are divine soulmates. It wasn't a balance, a give and take before. Yes, it was difficult. It was hard. My heart goes out to you. It was difficult as before. But the Knight of Cups tells you there's a resurgence, there's a reconciliation, there's something here that's about to come in for you guys. This is rebuilding something that has failed. You see these two people? They're starting from the rock bottom. They're rebuilding something together, the whole A frame, the whole B frame, whatever this is, you know? They're starting from the bottom. They're working things out. They're tearing it to the ground and starting all the way back from the bottom up. Ten of Pentacles is what you're getting with the Eight of Wands. I feel like I need to use my life cards. Why is it telling me to just breathe? I did just take a run outside with my dog, my sister's dog. Am I feeling like I'm winded right now? It's not enough to dream and pray. You have a partnership coming up. A supportive partnership. The one that you've been meaning and waiting for, dreaming of. You're receiving help from heaven, from a person who brings needed skills and resources. That Six of Cups person. But you need to do the work too, not just dream or pray. You've got to take the positive actions that you're being divinely guided to take. Okay, we're getting really, really spiritual here. But you guys get the message, okay? I will let you guys go now. This video is damn long enough. I think we're about to X 35. Oh, fuck it. Bye, guys. Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do an energy check-in, a follow-up on what's going on with you guys in the month of August. I'm going to take a look at your energy, your person's energy, the energies going on between you and someone or something at this time, and the energies coming towards you guys. I'll clarify what I see, sense, and feel. Just know that not everything that I pick up is going to resonate. So some will, some won't. If you guys feel the need to get in contact with me for personal reading, I am currently, yeah, I think I can still handle a few more. I'm still taking them, Gemini. You can get in touch, you can get in contact with me via email. You can reach me, or I can, hold on. Okay. And it's not a coincidence this is all coming out in the same way. I had coming together at the end. We had third eye chakra, throat chakra, and then the twin flame. I just told you that. I had coming together in the end, you guys. Wow. Had me shocked and shook. Okay. And I actually just picked up my deck right now to kind of shuffle again, just to land back on the same image. Like I was literally going like this. Going like this. You know how I always do. Riffle, shuffle. Yeah, I was doing this for a very good moment. Okay, and it came out again. It came out again. So, if I was face to face with you in person, okay. What is the bottom of this deck? Oh my God!